Good day, everyone. After yesterday's video that has been watched by many, I said in that video that the government will probably try and change some regulations before 12 o'clock at night, and that's exactly what they did. It's what they set out to do, and they made that clear, abundantly clear, that masks will remain. So it's something the health minister has decided himself, and now he's been given the power to do whatever he wants. So in Business Insider, there's an article with the headline SA's new COVID-19 rules must stay on until the Minister of Health says otherwise. And that can be for any reason, can be reinstated at any time, but we'll get into that now. The link to this article will be in the description below this video as well as in the first comment. Thanks to all the people that have subscribed. We're on our way now to 40,000 subscribers. We have less than 100 to go. And I really want to thank everyone that has built this community. So in this article now, I mean, the picture is actually quite ironic. It shows a stack of masks and one of them are flying away like a bird. The irony couldn't be more palpable. Hours before it was due to expire, South Africa's mask mandate was renewed and is now at the pleasure of the Minister of Health. Now, what you need to understand is that I was right about what happened with the court case, because all that's happened now is I've told the people you're going to get your 3 months. The court case was thrown out because it was said that that it's not urgent, and most of the high courts have done that. If you look at past cases during the past 2 years, this has happened many times with the Concord and the high courts. So the court case was thrown out. And then all the minister did is he said, we're going to give you another 3 months to comment as a public, to make the people think that they got a victory. This is false, because he's just implemented things without the public consultation process being completed. The health laws have been changed, and part of those laws I will allow just now in this article as it does. So people, please don't be fooled. There's been no victory. This is a travesty. What has just happened is absolutely ridiculous. They stopped just short of the things that people called a line in the sand, the quarantining, the forced testing, etc. They stopped short of that. But everything else that they could enforce, that they thought they could get away with, they've already implemented. It's done. Hours before it was due to expire, South Africa's mask mandate was renewed and is now at the pleasure of the Minister of Health. Once Health Minister Joe Phaala drops the mask mandate, he can reimpose it again at any time. The new mandate is powered by communicable diseases rules rather than a state of disaster, but is unchanged in its practical implementation. So this is what Business Insider says. Masks are still required in publicly accessible buildings. So it's any building the public can gain access to, and on public transport after a late night update to COVID-19 rules on Wednesday. And they obviously went and gazetted it to make it law. Now it will be up to the Minister of Health to decree when masks are no longer needed and to reimpose a mask mandate at any point after that. So unfettered power has been given to the Minister of Health, and I've said before that this is a disaster waiting to happen, far worse than the state of disaster we were in, and this is a precedent that's being set that's extremely dangerous, and this is why we need to get rid of this political system as fast as we can, and we will be rolling out a 2-year plan to do that, and we have to change the system that these parties that are hungry for power reside in right now. We have to turn it on its head and show them that we are the government, that we are not slaves to their system, and that their fat cat attitudes and their bum on seat attitudes in their councils, in their provincial parliaments, and in the main parliament, it's coming to an end. And we want to directly elect the leaders that will take those places in a completely new system. Health Minister Joe Phaala published amendments to health regulations on Wednesday night, just hours before a 30-day set of transitional rules, which I said means nothing in law, put in place after the end of the national state of disaster on COVID-19 automatically lapsed. So those rules put in place, like I said, it wouldn't hold any muster in court. And as you can see now, They are trying to fool the public into thinking that they've listened to them. We're giving you another 30 days, 3 months, sorry, 90 days to respond, to take part in a public participation. But this is a fallacy because they've already laid down regulations without that consultation process being completed at all. COVID-19 rules were previously powered by that national state of disaster. They now fall under what is properly titled the regulations relating to the surveillance and the control of notifiable medical condition, in place since 2017. In a practical effect, the two major restrictions on public life, the mask mandate for indoor public spaces and restrictions on gatherings, are unchanged from the month since President Cyril Ramaphosa announced the end of the state of disaster. Anything appropriate that forms a mask over the nose and mouth is still required on all public transport and to enter an indoor public place. Now, they didn't define what that is, and it's going to be interesting to see if they see a church as, or a mosque or synagogue as a public space or as a private space. As before, gatherings are limited to 50% of normal occupancy. No more than 1,000 people may gather indoors unless proof of vaccination, at least one dose, or coronavirus test results are checked on entry. That number is set to 2,000 for outdoor gatherings. Those restrictions will end when the Minister of Health say they end. In other words, he can keep them there forever, indefinitely. After deciding that the restrictions, in part or in their entirety, are no longer necessary to contain the spread of COVID-19, the Minister of Health can deactivate them by notice in the Government Gazette. The new rules hold. These rules are done. They have already put these rules in. So the fact that the public participation process wasn't fully completed, that portion is unconstitutional. The Constitution says that the public participation process, whether it has any meaning or not, needs to be followed. And it's clear here that everyone is missing the boat. Obviously, the people on this channel that understand what's happening understand that there is a serious problem. If you're new to this channel, go and watch the past videos on how our freedom has been taken away. There's many playlists that you can go and watch as well. They can just as easily be turned back on again. The minister may also decide at any time after having made such a determination that the measures concerned are once again necessary to contain the spread of COVID-19 and give notice of this determination in the Government Gazette, whereupon the measure concerned will resume operation and new rules hold. So he has full unfettered power in the hands of the Minister of Health. This is absolute madness. It has to be stopped at all costs. Meanwhile, a major overhaul of communicable disease rules, which had been due to replace the COVID-19 rules this week, has been pushed back at least 3 months for further public consultation. So they don't see these things as major when it is. It is major that someone tells me, mandates how I need to cover my face when I don't want to cover my face at all. That is my personal preference. I am mandated to do it, or I will face whatever they bring upon me. So I have a problem with mandates in general, and that is why we need to change the system. We don't need to go and fight this. What we need to do is organize on the ground and get rid of this governance system once and for all. Implement a new governance system where we can directly elect our leaders and we can hold them directly accountable, in and out as we see fit. And we need to change that as fast as possible. Thanks for joining this channel and being a part of what we do on the ground. And thanks to all of you that are making the effort to spread these videos throughout the world so that this channel and the information can grow. See you tonight at 8 o'clock in the Double O Days members community. You can join this channel, become a member, and every Thursday night we get together and we spend time together and discuss a specific topic. Tonight it is being human. So I really look forward to that. See you later. Till the next video.